Welcome back to the League of Wrestling Debates. And with me today is the Mitch Silver, along with the God amongst men, Keith Massimino. And for this topic, I want to talk about Jinder Mahal, who had the title for a while. I mean, what was it? Good 6, 7, 8 months. And they took it off of him for Survivor Series so that I believe, because AJ and Brock was a better match. What do you think? Why did they take the title off of Jinder, and will he get it back? Keith, you're up first.
They took the title off him because he doesn't put asses in the seats. They took the title off him because he's medium talent, mid-card, all day. I understand you have a love affair with him, but he's straight garbage.
He's a classic heel.
They took it off of him at SmackDown. Enough said. I mean, right there, enough said. They hit him lose the title. This is one step above Flair losing it in Saskatoon to Bret Hart. I mean, this isn't even worth debating. He's a bum, mid-card.
Mitch?
All right. Let me address a couple of things that were just said. First of all, losing the title at TV is not indicative of the guy that has the title. Much like you said, Ric Flair dropped the title at a house show. Plenty of Hall of Famers have lost championships on Raw and SmackDown because there is a shock value to it, and it's good television, and sometimes it needs to reignite the program. So that's not something you hold against the guy. Secondly, the put the butts in the seats comment. Let me tell you something. People who say, oh, the champion is responsible to put butts in the seats. Yeah, was AJ Styles not on those SmackDown shows? Was Nakamura not on those shows? If you want to see them, they were there. They're equally responsible for not putting butts in the seats. So anytime people come with that argument to the table, if your favorite wrestler is on the card, you'll go to the show. He doesn't need to be champion to justify you buying a ticket. So that's irrelevant too. Now, the biggest problem with when they took the title off Jinder Mahal is the lack of patience they showed in it. Jinder Mahal started from literally the bottom, as low as you can get on the card, and was WWE champion almost overnight. Kind of unheard of in this era. So if you're going to do something like that, you have to see it through. And they gave it a few months. Yeah, they did. But, you put this guy on a collision course with Brock Lesnar. You build up a feud, and then you just stop? Doesn't make sense. It was a bad move. Very bad move, especially when you've got your marquee match at WrestleMania, which is probably going to end up being Brock versus Roman, which means you've got a little bit of leeway to play with the WWE title. Take that over to Elimination Chamber. Take it to the Rumble. At least finish out the year. They weren't patient enough with Jinder. He was going to be your next JBL, the guy that just carried the title long enough that he got credibility.
Mitch,
they blew it.
He still could be. They're probably going to put the title back on him. Keith, what say you?
No, just no. That simple as that. They're not going to put the title back on him. They realized their mistake and they moved on. That's all it was. There's nothing about losing patience. They realized their faults, said, we need to get this thing off this guy ASAP. And as far as the comment of, the titles at shows, I just want to refresh everyone's memory here. 1, 2, 3 Kid beat Razor Ramon for the IC title. Okay.
Ooh.
So my point is, they've done that before. They'll do it again. It doesn't mean it's right. Okay. The WWE title should change hands once in a while on TV, not to the likes of Jinder Mahal to AJ. The reason they did it was because they had to hurry up and get it off them for Survivor Series. That's the only reason they did it.
They could do that anytime they want. They could have done that the month before on pay-per-view. But the fact is, you wanted to create a big moment on television overseas, that's fine. You can change the titles on TV. That's not a big deal. But they blew it here with Jinder. And especially from a guy like you, Keith, who complains that there's not enough heels being heels. Jinder was your heel being heel. Jinder was a guy who got booed. Jinder's the guy who trashed the crowd, who cheated his way to the top. Jinder was a bad guy's bad guy. And apparently that's not enough for the indie fans unless he worked 1,000 years in high school gyms.
Nope.
Here's a WWE product, and it was held against him.
Nope. Here's the problem, okay? I am 100% with the heel. I'm agreeing with you. I want the heel, okay? Here's the issue. This guy was in 3MB, okay? You're not changing the tiger stripes. At the end of the day, there's some characters who are not going to get over. They're not going to, relieve that past they had, okay? You're not going to turn the Brooklyn Brawler into the new world title champion, and you're not going to turn Jinder into a superstar. It's not going to happen. This was a product of WWE moving into the Indian market. You needed a face of the company to relate to those, that group, that dynamic, and that's what you had. You'll never see him with a title again, mark my words.
Ooh, never see the title again?
He
ever?
Will not hold the title again, mark my words.
Even if he got better in the ring and that you think they wouldn't give it to him a year from now?
He's not going to hold it. I'm telling you. Give it a year, he will be down in the mid-card again. It'll be over.
Wow.
Jinder Mahal will be WWE champion again.
No chance. No chance.
The guy is
when the God Amongst Men is right, you're all going to come back crying.
All right.
When the guy busts his ass to get to the top, and he sets an example for the rest of the guys in the locker room, and that example was rewarded, that shows hope. That gives motivation to the guys in the back. Jinder is a guy who shows that you can make it, and he's good for morale. He's good for the boys. And when you need a bad guy on SmackDown, because right now there's a whole bunch of guys who pretend they're bad guys and get face pops, you go to Jinder Mahal.
All
He'll
right,
be
guys.
there.
All right, guys. Great points. Great points. Good debate. Let's end there, and let's get everyone else's opinions. Leave your comments below. Share this video. Get involved. It's the League of Wrestling Debates. We invite you to come on. And also, who do you think made better points? Keith, the God Amongst Men, or the Mitch Silver? Let us know. We want to know who you thought took this debate. We'll see you next time.